In this video, I will be showing you how to calculate speed, distance, and time. The directions for this activity state that we will be using one of the following formulas to solve this for speed, time, or distance. The formulas are as follows. The formula for speed is speed equals distance divided by time. The formula for distance is speed times time multiplied by time. And the formula for time is time equals distance divided by speed. Once again, our formulas are speed equals distance divided by time. The formula for distance is speed multiplied by time. And the formula for time is distance divided by speed. Let's begin. The first thing we need to do is determine what our problem is asking. That requires you to read carefully. You may have to read your problem multiple times to understand what it's asking. I like to write down the given information before I begin my work. A car travels 300 kilometers. 300 kilometers. That's a distance. In 6 hours. That's a time. What is the average speed? So we have to find the speed. We are given the distance, the time, and we need to calculate the speed. Now that we know what information is given, we have to determine which formula to use. For this problem, it's asking for the speed. So we're going to use the speed formula. Speed equals distance over time. Now I'm going to plug my numbers in, just like you do in math class. The distance is 300 kilometers, and the time is 6 hours. Now I'm going to set up my division problem. 6 goes on the outside. 300 goes on the inside. Now you may do your division a little differently, but I'm going to show you the way that I do my division. 6 cannot go into 3, so let's see. Some of you may choose to add a 0 here and continue. I'm going to move on. 6 cannot go into 3. Can 6 go into 30? Yes, it can. How many times can 6 go into 30? That would be 5. 5 times 6 is 30. It's going to be a 0. I'm going to bring down this other 0. How many times can 6 go into 0? 0 times. Okay. And that's going to be my answer. So my answer here is 50 kilometers per hour. Let's do the next problem. What is the speed of a jet plane that flies 7,200 kilometers in 9 hours? So we have 7,200 kilometers, which is a distance, and 9 hours, which is a time. So we're missing the speed. So let's go ahead and figure out the formula we need to use. This problem is asking for speed, so we're going to use the speed formula. Speed equals distance over time. Now we're going to plug our numbers in. Our distance is 7,200 kilometers. Our time is 9 hours. We're going to put it in our format. 9 on the outside, 7,200. And like I said, you may do your division a little differently, so do it whatever way works best for you. 9 can't go into 7, but 9 can go into 72. 9 goes into 72 8 times. 8 times 9 is 72. That's going to be 0. Bring down that 0. 9 goes into 0, 0 times. Going to bring down this other 0. 9 goes into 0, 0 times. So that's going to give me an answer of 800 kilometers per hour. And whatever way you do your division is fine as long as you come to the correct answer. You may do it in a few more steps than I do, but this is the way that I do my division. Let's try a few more. Number 3 says, a storm is moving towards your house at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. It is now 60 kilometers away from your house. What time will the storm reach your house? So let's write down our given information. So our storm is moving at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So we have a speed, and it is 60 kilometers away. So that's a distance. So we have speed, we have distance, so we're trying to find the time. The formula for time is going to be T equals distance divided by speed. So now let's plug our information in. We have our distance, which is 60 kilometers, and our speed, which is 20 kilometers per hour. I'm sorry. So now let's go ahead and set our problem up. 20 on the outside, 60 on the inside, okay? 20 can go into 60 3 times. Very simple. 3 times 20 is 60. You can zero it out. So the storm will reach our house in approximately 3 hours. Our next problem, a swimmer can swim at a speed of 2.8 meters per second for 6 minutes. What distance will she cover in that time? So a swimmer can swim at a speed of 2.8 meters per second for 6 minutes. What distance will she cover in that time? So let's find out our given information and then plug it in. So a swimmer can swim for 2.8 meters per second, and that is 2.8 meters per second for 6 minutes. So we have a time and we have a speed, and we need to know the distance. Our formula for distance is going to be D equals speed multiplied by time. So let's plug our numbers in. D equals 2.8 times 6. And I like to set my math problems up a little differently so you can do it whatever way works best for you. So I set it up like this, 2.8 and the 6 beneath it. So I'm going to multiply. 6 times 8 is 46. Carry my 4 here. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 4 is 16. Bring my decimal down. Here we go. And our answer is 16.6. And we need a distance, 16.6 meters per second. All right. Our last problem. What is the average speed of a walker who walks 50 miles in 5 hours? So let's write down what information is given. They said that the walker can walk 50 miles. So that's a distance in 5 hours. That's a time. So we need to know the speed. Let's go ahead and plug our information in. Our formula for speed is S equals D over T, distance over time. Our distance is 50 miles. Our time is 5 hours. Now let's set our problem up. 5 on the outside, 50 on the inside. And this is pretty simple. 5 goes into 5 one time. 5 times 1 is 5. 0. Bring that other 0 down. 5 goes into 0 times. And you can continue bringing the zeros down. 0 times 5 is 0 till it zeroes out. But our answer is going to be 10 miles per hour. All right, I hope that this practice helped you. Please remember to always write down your given information, then determine which formula is needed. Always show your work. Thank you.